complimentary service announcement. We would like to remind everyone of a few personal hygiene and safety tips. First, always wash your hands with soap thoroughly for at least.
Hello, welcome to my channel. I was contacted by Starcade Arcade and offered a Steam VR key for their upcoming new game, Virus Popper. You just saw a little snippet of their trailer for it, and it is a game coming out April 6th, April 9th, and it will be free. It will be on Steam and hang on, let me pull up the releases on April 9th. It will be available on Oculus, Steam, and Viveport. It is a PC VR only game, as far as I know. And as you just saw in that little bit of a snippet there, in order to start the game, you need to use the soap that's out there in front of you. Wash your hands for 20 seconds, and then the round will begin. It shows the NPCs in the background that will cough and sneeze into their elbows. And there is a robot that will measure distance to make sure they are over 6 feet apart. The other robot that is next to you lets you know if you are infected or not. And there are references to the first game, Starblazer, throughout the game. Oh, and this is a free-to-play game. So, as I mentioned, I got contacted by them. They offered me a Steam key, so I installed it and have played it this morning. And it's a pretty decent game so far. There's nothing like it's not going to be the game of the year or whatever, but it's a fun little game that accomplishes their purpose of getting important messages about washing your hands and staying clear of infections and whatnot in a friendly and non-threatening manner. So let's watch some of my gameplay. So here we are, washing our hands. Got a countdown timer there. If I pull my hands out of the thing, it pauses the timer. If I try to wash my hands without soap, it says don't do that, and it shows that I'm missing soap. Now, you start out each level with a bottle of disinfectant and looks like a toilet bowl scrubbing brush. Either of those you can use to kill or bat the viruses away. Anything with the green bubble around it is a power up. You'll notice though that the toilet paper is a power down, not a power up. If you touch the toilet paper, you get a toilet paper roll on your hand, and the viruses stick to that. They don't get batted away. So it's a cute little, fun little wave-based game, basically, to see how far you can go before inevitably getting infected. It's got power-ups. You change the scrub brushes and whatnot every now and then. Each of them wear out, so if you don't get the power-ups, eventually you'll be left with only your hand, and you can't really fight them off with only your hand. Now, so it's a pretty basic gameplay. Here we go. Syringe. When you get these syringes, they all vanish, and then another wave comes. And you can pop with the the syringe. Continue batting away with the other stuff. If you have disinfectant, continue to spray. You can reload, you can get a longer thing, and then you get overwhelmed here. And the hygiene bot right there says, "You are infected, go home." So, as you can see, it currently can ramp up pretty quickly. It's got, as you can see, references to the other game all throughout. Those are a bot that looks very similar to the bots in the Starblazer game. The loading screen of the game, which I did not show in this video, looks very similar to the Starblazer loading screen.
My friends call me Gene, but to you, it's
And the viruses are cute and almost friendly looking, but don't let them look to deceive you. So, yep. One of the weapons you can get is it looks like a Swiffer mop. And at one point in one of these rounds, I accidentally end up with a toilet paper, so you can see what happens if you get the toilet paper on your hand, at least briefly. One thing I did notice is that you have to touch the power-ups currently with your hand, not the end of the power-up, which would seem to make sense. So, there I got the toilet paper by mistake. If you hit a virus when you got the toilet paper on your hand, it goes, "Oh no!" No, I thought I got that, I did not. So I had to hit the virus off of the toilet paper with that. There, see, I got stuck on the toilet paper, and now on my hand. And I got infected. So, that is that. That is Virus Popper. Because this looks like a fun game to you, stay tuned, it's coming out April 9th, and it is free on all of the major platforms, basically, Oculus, Steam, and Viveport. And I would want to say kudos to the Starcade Arcade, for making as I said, a fun and non-threatening game that stresses the importance of personal hygiene and washing your hands, staying safe, all that stuff. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is have you got a virus on your hand and you touch your face, it's like pretty much an instant game over. So just remember, don't touch your face. So anyways, thank you for watching. See you later.